out of the dentist, 3 hours fighting with one tooth to get one tooth out. Wisdom tooth, one of the last ones to come out. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're in an awful situation. You don't know what to do. You're hard pressed on every side. You're frustrated. You don't know what to do. And you're a target. And you're denigrated. And it goes on and on and on. If I told you the amount of days it was right now, you'd freak out. I think it's day number 16,300 or something. I don't know what it is, something like that. I checked it a while ago, but it's what it is. And you're going to need God to hold you together. You're going to need God in prayer when going through parental alienation. You're going to need God all the way through. I'm telling you from experience. If you don't have God, what do you have? Okay? Your ship's been rocked. The carpet's been pulled from under your feet. You were a do-gooder. When you had your kids, you were a do-gooder. I don't care about your prior life. I don't care about anything else. And now, you see, the enemy is Satan. He loves disruption of children, parents, families, whatever else. And all you were trying to do is maintain a relationship with your kids. Because you loved them, you took care of them. And for some reason, I look at my own life and I say, do I remember how my parents took care of me when I was really young and small? And I do. And you wonder, how come your kids can't remember all the good you were doing for them, all the love you were sharing with them, all the time and the care you were displaying before them? But you see, kids have to survive. And they have to take sides. They're forced to take sides by the alienator, by the narcissist, by the borderline. They're forced to take a side. They want their childhood, and they're forced into black and white thinking. They're forced into splitting. They're forced into triangulation. You know what? I live with mom. This is the only person I can see. Or if I live with dad, it's the only person I can see. I have to get rid of that parent. Because this is where I live, and I want to be a young person. I want to be a teen. I want to be a young adult. I'll just write them off, and that's that. I won't investigate what happened. I won't find out. I won't research anything. You know, they don't want to do that, and you have to understand that. If you want to do that, I wouldn't want to do that. But the truth of the matter is, they're being alienated, and they've been brainwashed subtly, directly, over time. And it's wore them down. When they reached out to you a little bit, I'm sure whoever was reaching out, my second youngest, my first one never reached out. She never reached out at all. She stuck with the program and the plan. My second one reached out, and my son eventually reached out. I remember one time when my son was going to come roller skating with me and my sister in her cabriolet, her little Volkswagen cabriolet. And when it was time to transition from his mom to me, he started crying. He was actually about 15, 16 that time, or 14. Okay? That's how strong they feel they're portraying their parent. They shouldn't feel they're portraying their parent to spend time with their dad, but they do. Because they're under strict management. Not to associate, not to love, and not to talk to that parent. And that's how this thing is set up. So you're in a battle. And every maneuver you make, it's going to cost you. I took my kids roller skating one time. We had a good time. Took my daughter swimming one long time ago. But you're going to be left out. You're out. You're out of birthdays. You're out of your birthday. You're out of everything. You're out of graduation. You're out. And that's the way it goes in parental alienation. You can call it whatever else you want. You know, they even say that kids that are abused by parents want to try and help that parent, or they don't run, they actually stick with that parent. But parental alienation is different. It's intentionally on purpose. Children reciting adult words. Children reciting adult statements. He doesn't need you as a father. He has better father figures out there. You never pay for child support. Why would a child say that? Because it's coercive control. And they heard it over and over and over and over. And the more you're not around, the more the alienator can relax. They can relax and just say things now and then, here and there subtly. I'm the better one. What you're saying is, I'm the better one. Love me. Forget about him. You don't need him. But one thing about borderlines and alienators and narcissists, they don't look down the road. They don't look into the future. They want to regulate their emotions right now in the immediate. So they don't look at the future. They don't look at the impact. If you had two parents, loving parents, then you know the weight of having loving parents. And when you were dating them in the very beginning, there's certain things that you were not paying attention to. Like, for instance, they didn't talk to their parents, and you tried to help bring them back to talking to their parents because kids were being born. Their parents didn't talk to their grandparents. So there's a generational curse happening there of alienation happening, of discord, of severing ties. It was going on along the way, and now it's happened to you. They even say that children of parental alienation will alienate their kids from their spouse. Very high probability. Or they will be alienated from their own children. So it goes in many directions. If you came from a stable background, stable family of love, commitment, ups and downs, hard times, but everyone stuck together, and you had cousins and all of that, and they came from a broken home that was barely functional, and if your parent was an alcoholic, in my case, her father's an alcoholic. He never was plastered drunk in front of my face, but you know, he drank 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 beers a day. That's an alcoholic. He has to keep sipping on that to keep his mood under control. He never worked either. What do you do for a living, Jim? I used to work as an accountant a long time ago, but things didn't go the way I thought, and then I got stressed out, and then I got sick, and whatever. Yeah, you got sick because you started drinking on the bottle. And if your kid's parent, is also known for drinking a bit too when you met them. And I'll tell you one thing, you can't build a foundation on someone that's drinking. Even when you sober up, even when, you stop, because kids are on the way, it's time to, grow up. Very bad foundation, and it causes problems. You didn't get yourself involved with a normal person. You didn't get yourself involved with a normal age parent. And you need to know that. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect, and I'm not saying that you're perfect. But this is where it's at. So you're on a long road. This is just an oversight of the situation, and I'm talking off the hip. I have no script. I'm just letting you know. You can compare notes and compare patterns from the things I'm telling you about. And like I said before, I'm going to go deep. I'm going to go real deep. I'm just beginning right now. I have a lot to say, but I'm just talking off the hip. So you have a good one. My heart goes out to you. Have a good day, and take it easy.